Well, yes, West Ham remain the only realistic challengers to the Merseyside double chasers Liverpool and Everton. Liverpool kept their noses in front of their neighbours by winning away against relegated Albion. And with Everton beating Ipswich, it means Manchester United can no longer overtake them. United drew 0-0 at Spurs, and Chelsea's 1-1 draw at home to Newcastle would seem to end their outside hopes of the title. But then come West Ham with those 3 games in hand over Liverpool, 2 in hand over Everton, who they play at Goodison in their last game. Player-manager Kenny Dalglish set Liverpool on the way to their 2-1 win at Albion, but it was Ian Rush who got the all-important winner. Pat Nevin's 21st minute goal gave the Chelsea fans some cheer, but John Anderson equalised for Newcastle on the stroke of half-time. At the bottom, Birmingham's 2-0 home defeat by Southampton sends them back to the second division first time around, but the other relegation place is still wide open, involving 5 clubs. 2 of them, Leicester and Milk Cup finalists Oxford, didn't play today, while Ipswich, as we've seen, lost to Everton, and Aston Villa were beaten 2-0 at Sheffield Wednesday. The only winners, Coventry City, who move up a couple of places after beating Luton 1-0. Nick Pickering scored that crucial goal for Coventry. Tonight's news of Mitch Devray, who we saw carried off at Everton. He's out of Ipswich's relegation fight and misses their 3 remaining games because of damaged knee ligaments. Another casualty at Goodison today, match winner Graham Sharp. He has an ankle injury that's forced him to pull out of Scotland's squad against England at Wembley on Wednesday. England are already without Brian Robson and Gary Lineker for that game, and manager Bobby Robson will have to check on Chris Waddle, who missed Spurs' game today because of a stomach bug. Manchester United's Norman Whiteside injured his back at White Hart Lane, and he's doubtful for Northern Ireland's World Cup warm-up game against Morocco in Belfast on Wednesday. You can see that match on Sports Night. Last week we congratulated Norwich on winning promotion. Tonight Ken Brown's lads are celebrating winning the Second Division Championship. Their 1-1 draw at home to Stoke was good enough. Second place Portsmouth came back after 3 defeats with a 3-1 home win against Grimsby, while their nearest challengers Wimbledon and Charlton both drew 1-1 away. Those clubs still have 2 games in hand of Portsmouth, and they could pip them to the First Division. Dale Gordon got the goal that clinched the title for Norwich and also won £32,000 for a City fan who backed them for the championship when they were relegated a year ago. Scott McGarvey, recalled after being on loan to Carlisle, was the man who eased Portsmouth's tension with their 3rd goal against Grimsby. Carlton Fairweather's goal earned Wimbledon a point at Shrewsbury, and substitute Mike Flanagan saved Charlton at Hull with an equaliser 5 minutes from time. At the bottom of Division 2, no one is down yet, but it's looking ominous for Middlesbrough as well as Fulham. Both lost today. Fulham 2-1 against Carlisle, who move above Middlesbrough but not out of the relegation placings. Sunderland's 2-0 win at home to Barnsley puts them 1 place above the danger line, while Blackburn had their biggest win of the season, 6-1 at home to Sheffield United, a hat-trick there for Mark Patterson. In Division 3, well done Reading, on their way back to the Second Division after 55 years as a result of today's 0-0 draw at Darlington. Derby are now second after beating Bolton 2-1, and they've got 3 games in hand. The big promotion game today saw Wigan beat Plymouth 3-0 and go above them on goal difference. And Gillingham are still in the chase after their 2-0 win against Wolves. Like Norwich, Lou Macari's Swindon team are celebrating championship triumph tonight. Their 1-1 draw at Mansfield gave them the 4th Division title. Chester need only a point from 3 games to go up with them after their goalless draw at Orient. Port Vale are almost there as well. They won 2-0 against Peterborough, while the 4th place is looking good for Mansfield.